Putting those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will go on the attack first. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same five-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere to go.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The quarterback trying to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Horton. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Unloads it left. And it's picked off at the goal line.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Anderson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fit it in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Horton. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Williams.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Coming up, fourth down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, LSU 7, Alabama 0.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And how about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pulls it, fired complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
To the wideout. Pickup of 11. 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
So now it's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Catch stretch in the middle, it's Anderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out route. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in, it's Horton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. They're setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking downfield on first down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They want that clock to run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes the catch. It's Horton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Bernard. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Oh, they're after him! Trying to make magic with his feet. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
And so they'll have one more chance. One possession behind. The pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance at a little glory. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponents.